Hi, Adias here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up the Phantom to use for live performances. All right, let's get started. So once again, the way the Phantom is set up is in scenes. And so in this video, we're going to show you how to set up scenes and how to call up scenes, a couple of different options to call up scenes fast in a live performance. Okay, first off, let's go ahead and take a look at my Phantom here. And I have all these different scenes available to me. Now, what are some ways I can call up scenes fast in a live situation? Well, there's two ways I'm going to show you today. One is we have this new star button right here. Now what that means is I can go ahead and designate a scene and give it a rating, so the star rating, and that could be a rating from 1 to 3. So in my examples, let's go ahead and switch banks. I'm going to press enter and I'm going to go to bank D, and I've already set up some different star ratings here. So let's say here I go to my superstish, which is basically a brass and a clav. So depending on how I strike it, strike a little hard to trigger that velocity. Lighter. Harder. Just triggers it right there. Now here's what I've done. I've gone in, pressed the edit button, and here's where I can set up to have it come up using the rating system. So one, I can go in and I can press memo, and I can put whatever memo that I want in there. And in this one, I might put something like velocity switch in here. So I'll leave it there for now. But what I really wanted to show you was here in the scene rating. I have mine rated to 3. Now I could go ahead and rate it to 1 or 2, and that's gonna make it come up immediately as soon as I press that star in the top right of my screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this one. Let's change the color to maybe a red. Right there. We'll change it to red, and I'll put that star rating to 3. All right, so I'll press the right button so it saves that extra information to my scene. Now if I was playing in a gig, and I'll just go ahead and mix up the scenes. If I wanted to call up that superstish scene, all I have to do is press the star button, and you can see it comes up right away, right here, superstish. So I can go ahead and have it just right on top of the screen and select it this way. Now another cool way that I can set it up is I can go into chain. Go into chain and I can set up a scene chain. Now watch this. If I go ahead and press enter, I can select scenes, and it's on there because I already had superstish called up. But I tell you what, let's call up with something different, something completely different. All right, so I'll press chain and I'm gonna press the edit button and I'm gonna select scene. When I go to select scene, I can choose the different banks, and once I'm in the banks, I can look around, or watch, there is now the star. So I can press the star button, and it's going to bring up all of my scenes that I have given ratings to, ratings of 1 to up to 3 stars. And so I can look through these now, just go through them, and I can see very quickly, there's my superstish brash that I like to use. So I can press OK. Great, now I can go to the next one, select scene. And once again, I can go ahead and just look through the different scenes, through the different banks, choose that if I want, or I could go ahead and press star. I can press it on the screen, or I can go ahead and just use the knob, press star, or I can go ahead and scroll through all the different scenes, and you can see all the scenes that I've rated between 1 and 3. So I'll go ahead and choose another one. That's the one I want to use. So I can go ahead and I have that selected, press OK, and now it is there. And to save the scene chain, I have to go ahead and rename it. And I might just call this gig. Let's just call this gig. Okay. And then I can choose to write it. And now it's written. So that quickly I can go ahead and find my favorite scenes that I have rated inside my Phantom very quickly. And I can call them up that way just by pressing star. And I can have all of my favorites come up to me so I can just run around live, or I could go ahead and hit chain, and that way I can choose my favorite scenes by pressing edit and select scene, and then choose them by my favorites or the star rating. All right, check this out. I hope it helps you out. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you later.